Hello my friends and welcome back to the ever awesome Distant Worlds. This is the extended Bacon mod LP. And as usual, we're going to talk about bacon some more, so I hope I'm not making anybody hungry doing this. Alright, so first of all, I've upgraded to the latest version. It's version 1.45 and it did not break my save, so we're good to go with that. So we should be able to, unless he manages to upgrade some really funky stuff, we should be able to upgrade this mod as we go. So there's a few things, just let me pull it up the README in front of my face so I know what I'm talking about here. This version adds asteroid colonies. We can actually have asteroid colonies, which is quite interesting. There's also terraforming, which I think I might have touched on once already in another video. And there's now an Alt Control right click menu. So, and he's also improved sublight pathing out of gravity wells. And this might not be perfect. He's still working on it. Apparently it's a big job to actually iron all this out. So he is working on it so that it's not so painful to get in and out of systems. But we'll see how he makes out with that with future versions. I'm not sure exactly what all he's done for this one, but I guess we'll find out in a bit. Okay, I think there was something else. Oh, he's customized small star settings, which is a game setup thing, which we're not going to look at. Alright, so last time, just before while I was editing the video, I noticed there's a little wee bit of a sliver on the enhanced beam weapons here, which means that that exploration ship is actually doing a bit of research for us. It's very slow. We only have one ship with one lab on it, so it's going to take a while to actually do that, but we could actually retrofit all our explorer ships to have labs on them, and maybe we can boost research that way. And further to that, I think this is one of them here. Yep, the high-tech exploration ship. So this has a lab on it. So now with the new Alt Control right-click menu, now when you use this, you have to hold down the Alt key first, and then hit the control and then right click and you get this menu. You can now hold your position. So if you are invading a planet and you want your ships to stick around the planet for the space control bonus, you can just get them to hold position at the planet, which is really cool. But below that, we can now select what research we want to do. This is very, very cool. So I'm going to do just that. Things that I usually don't go for is stuff like advanced medicine and enhanced crew system. I always overlook those because, well, I got them and whatever. I know they're more efficient to get the better levels, but there's always something better to research. So I always neglect stuff like this. But I think before we get going on that, I might actually, where is it here? Proximity sensors, target tracking, or countermeasures. I kind of want all three of these. But I think maybe we'll start with proximity sensors. So we're going to get this particular ship to research that. Perfect. So there we go on that. Very, very cool. And I just noticed as I booted up here that our colony ship is indeed on its way over to colonize a new planet. So we'll be able to get our passenger ships to shunt some population over for us. We'll set that up once that gets settled. So we'll look at that. What else do we have to do here? There is an independent here, which we found last episode, and we were scrapping it out a little bit in here. And we do have a ship pretty damaged, but I believe you still have hyperdrive. You do. Okay. But let's just continue on. And I think there's one other thing I need to talk about the bacon mod. Oh, the flee wind settings for our private ships. I came in here last time and I adjusted these to be all attack. Now Roger's saying we don't have to do this, but the idea behind it is if we spend like a bunch of time inside a gravity well heading towards a destination and a pirate comes in, we're not going to immediately turn and run. The pirate might be just going somewhere else. He might not even bother with us. So rather than turning and running at the first sign of trouble, we're going to actually try to get to the destination, and if we get attacked, then he'll try to run. So this wasn't really necessary, but I kind of agree that we should have it on attack anyways. All right, and what else was there? Yeah, and he's also mentioning the gravity wells are most painful in the early part of the game, which is what we're in right now. And when all of your ships are built to max size, once we get bigger ships and everything, the sublight speeds are slow. It gets better as the game goes on. So this particular problem we're having right now, getting around, will get a bit better as we go. Plus his adjustments on future versions of the bacon mod will help things out as well. Okay, so I think that's about all we need to talk about mod-wise, so I'll just stop talking about bacon for a minute. And I have come through and I have renamed some stuff. What I've done is I've gone through the comments so far in this series, and I've taken a big list of names, and I am now in the process of renaming characters and ships and bases and stuff like that to particular people who have made comments in the past videos. So I think that's how I'm going to handle the naming of stuff, is I'll just go back to previous episodes and find out who's been yakking away, and we'll grab their name and we'll put them on ships or designs or whatever we decide to do here. I'm the worst one for keeping up with this too, so I might actually just keep forgetting to do it, but I'll try to maintain at least between episodes. But anyways, here we have Craig H., who is our fleet admiral. He was a ship captain in our Ancient Galaxy playthrough, but I don't think he got to see, well, he probably got to see action, but certainly didn't get to see how things ended up with that character. So he's now our fleet admiral for us. We have Zan Naim. He is our intelligence agent right now, and I'm sorry about your stats there, buddy. Not a very good one, but hopefully your espionage will come up. And Montezuma is myself, of course. And we have Gooberslot. And he is our scientist. I mentioned last episode, ooh, we got a scientist. I better do something with him right away, and then didn't do anything with him. So that's just a typical thing for me to do. And I did not start my stopwatch again. Just hang on while I do that, and we'll get that going so I know how long we've been recording. I think we're probably somewhere around 5 minutes right now. And we have a troop general who is Chris Lighthawk. So as soon as we get something to invade, which is that independent with 40 troops on it, it's going to be expensive to raise that much troops or that many troops to go take that. So I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that quite yet. So he's going to be our troop general, and I came in and I renamed our spaceport to the Casper Minning spaceport, and we also have some construction ships. We have the CS construction ship, is what that stands for. Nadarin, and we have Moctezuma. Nice close spelling on our names there, buddy. And we have the CS Many Fails, and hopefully he won't fail too much. And then also did our exploration ships. So these EX are just simply explorers. So we have the EX Johnny Soderlund, the EX No, Ryan Finder 226, JR Todd, Apple Runner, and Alina Starbreeze. Great name for a ship too, by the way. And then we have our exploration ships. We have the Energy, that's what the EN stands for, M Penny, and we have the High Tech, HI, Sabouts, and we have the Weapons Tortuga Power. And I think that was all I named. I don't think I renamed anything else, but I still got another 12 names on my list. So as we do some designing and other stuff, I'll start picking away at those that I haven't used yet. So if you left a comment, you are on that list, and we will get around to you eventually. All right, so the first thing I want to do is deal with this scientist, because I never did do that last episode. So what I want to do is build him his own starbase with all 3 types of labs on it. And I normally do this in my pre-warp. I just start with this kind of lab, but because we got going in the standard era, I basically didn't want to bother monkeying with that too much. So right now we have a medium spaceport with labs on it, and we also have a, what kind of station did we have? We have a weapons research station out there somewhere too. I could probably rename that maybe as well. But we'll look at that in a minute. I don't know what kind of bonus that is. Let's maybe go have a look. It is a 24% bonus. Nice. I'd like to put a scientist there, but I don't want to use this particular one because he's got all 3 traits here, so he'd be kind of wasted. We could make this our multiple space or science station, but it's kind of out of the way, I think. How come I can't scroll it? There we go. Yeah, if it was above our homeworld, then I'd be more comfortable, but I don't want to stick my only scientist out in the middle of nowhere where I have no protection at the moment. So I think what we're going to do is my usual multi-purpose spaceport above, or spaceport, research station above our homeworld here. So let's maybe come in and get that going. So state bases, I think I'm just going to add new. I sort of adopted doing this rather than copy as new because I always forget to take stuff off and then we're kind of inefficient on our design. So let's just do that. And hopefully this will just take a minute. So this is going to be just going to pick one of these. It doesn't matter which one. Well, let's do weapons considering we've already built our weapon station out there. And we'll go all weapons. Oh, wrong box. Okay. And we got a bunch of stuff we got to do here, so I am going to stick a reactor on it. Oh, got to sort the way I can find things here quickly. And we have a reactor. That's one of our special reactors, so I'll throw one on for now. We're probably going to need more for the amount of labs I'm going to end up using. So we need a command center. And we'll put that on. And we need some fuel storage. Now, because this is going to be above the homeworld anyways, and it's going to have energy collection, and I'm not going to put a huge amount of fuel on it. I'll just put 2 just to... That's a different number. It's usually 110. Oh, it's because I got standard fuel cells. We usually start with the pre-warp fuel cells. Okay. Docking bays, we could probably get away with just 1. Should be fine. Don't need to be bringing too much stuff in and out of here, so... And we need weapon labs and everything. So let's maybe put the labs on now. I want to get up to about... I might just go 200 across the board and then we'll adjust things later. I'm not sure how it's going to work out with all the science ships and everything we got going on. So maybe we'll just bring that towards maybe 180 or something. Yeah, we'll go with 180 on everything and then we'll tweak it out a bit later. I just want this scientist on here to start researching in all 3 of these areas. Okay, so we'll just go like that right across the board. And the design must have a name. Okay, let me go to my name list here. Let's see, we have, let's see, going down, where's the first one I haven't used? Here we go. And this is going to be the Vicious 202 Research Station. Or actually, 202 Labs. Actually, second thought, I'm going to name the actual station that. The design, I think I'll just keep. I think I better keep the design names as something meaningful so I know what they are. So this is just going to be, I don't know, Orbital Labs. And then we'll name the actual station after Vicious. Okay, so there's the name, and we need Hab and Life. And I'll put those on at the end because we're probably going to need more after I put all of this other stuff on. So energy collectors, we need... 92. We're fairly close to the star here. If we were out a bit further, I might overshoot it a bit more, but I think we'll go with 92. I'll have a look at the fuel usage after, and if it's using fuel, then we'll have to stick 1 more on, but I think we'll be fine. As far as shields and armor, I think I'll just go... Well, let's go 250 because I don't want my my scientist to get killed. And we'll maybe start with 600. Now let's go to 1,000. All right, we'll do that. I wanted to make sure he's protected well. Okay, so that's some protection, and let's get some Hab and Life support on here. So we need 4 of those. We need probably 4 of those as well. Okay, and it's Orbital Labs. There's more than 1. All right, that is the basic design. We got some shields. I'm not going to put weapons on it. I'm not putting cargo on it either because we're right above the colony, and it will share the cargo space with the colony, so we won't need any actual cargo space. And I think that should be good. And that'll get us up and running with that. Now, because we're doing that, we're going to have to do a quick revision on this. So we're going to manually upgrade that to... I guess just a revision B for now till we sort things out. Okay, so I want to actually rip all of the labs off. Yeah, I think I'll rip all of the labs off of this one. And I could have probably did that a little more efficiently. by going 5, 6, and weapons, labs, only got 1 left on there and there. So there's no labs. I don't need this cargo space here either, so let's tweak that out because it's above a colony, it's going to share the cargo space with the planet. So I don't need to have all this cargo on here. Standard cargo. All right, so we don't need that. What else? We got that. We got this. We got 6 yards. I could probably increase that, but I think we'll just stick with it for now. I got to start watching my cash flow because we're not making a huge amount of money at the moment. So, and we got railguns, torpedoes, and we now have missile technology. So I might throw like 10 missiles on here as well, just to beef this up a little bit. And energy collection is way overkill, so maybe we'll tweak that down just a little bit. It was up there because of all the labs that were on here, so I think we'll just, yeah, we'll go with 72 on this. And fuel capacity, I'm thinking we probably don't need that much. Now, I don't know what happens to the fuel when you downgrade the space. I don't know whether you just lose it or it gets offloaded. You probably just lose it, so maybe I'll just leave it for now. I'll tweak out other designs. Maybe once we start building more of these, I'll tweak this out a bit better. But I think we'll go with that for now. 3,500 shield, that's pretty beefy. Okay, well, we'll leave it. Okay, so we'll save that up and we'll get that retrofitted and we'll get this other spaceport done. Oh, and the other day when I came in here and, hang on, select this, the spaceport, and I right-clicked and I didn't see any of the freighters. The reason I didn't see any of these options is because once you load a game or start a game, you need to hit a key in order to see the bacon mod options. And I hadn't done that yet. That's why those weren't available to us. So we're going to retrofit that to a regional port, revision B. And now we are going to build the weapon orbital labs. So we're going to build the orbital labs here. Okay, and I'm just going to get that going for just a second, and now we're going to come into research stations and rename that. Okay, so we are going to rename this to the Vicious 202. Spell it right. I think that's how it's spelled. So let me double check that. I think so. Okay, so this is the Vicious 202 Research Labs, which kind of fits with the theme of the playthrough we're doing. And if I spell it right, it will even be better. Research Labs. Okay, so the Vicious 202 Research Labs is what that's officially known as. And just let me put a little mark on that to show that I've used that name at this point. All right, so that is that. And once that gets built, we'll shift that scientist over to there. All right, now what else do we need to look at? Okay, so there goes our colony ship. There's one other thing, and it's just kind of slipping my mind at the moment that I wanted to do, and I have no idea. It might have been I want to... Okay, so we redid the high-tech lab on that Explorer. So now we have an Explorer with energy labs on it. So let's come in here and maybe get him doing something. So once again, Alt first, Control, right-click, Research. What do we have? Nuclear supercharging, enhanced shields, enhanced construction, fast mining, enhanced engines. I might actually put our main research on engines once we get once we're ready to research some stuff. But I guess I could get him going on it first because we still got the Bacurus technology to research. So we're going to be a minute before we even get to this. But I think that might be something to do. See anything else? Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll assign that to him. And I think if, what's the key? Oh, I got to look at the README. What's the key for bringing up the ship information? Just bear with me. All this is quite new, which is awesome. I wonder if it's this one. Nope. I'm not sure. I just want to see if actually, I'll just pause the video and go look this up. Okay, I thought there was a way to see what he was actually researching, but I can't quite find that. I thought I read that, but I could be wrong. But anyways, let's do that, and we'll come over and we'll get you. Oh, hang on. Once again, hold down R, Control, right-click, research. Go with improved logistics. There we go. So, all specified. Okay, so what are we up to now? I guess we got things rolling. Finally. All right, so, excuse me. We're going to colonize that in a minute. Oh, that's what I wanted to do, actually. So let's come back into our spaceport and build a passenger ship. Now, this is going to be one that the state is going to have to maintain. So we'll just right-click, build a passenger ship. All right, so I just want to take that off of automation if I can. Let's have a look here. I can't take that off automation, so I guess we'll just build it for now, and hopefully I can find it in a minute. Here's what we'll do. We'll select the ship, and then I'll just hit Control-0 to bookmark it, and then we'll be able to come back to it. Yeah, I can't take the automation off right now. Maybe once it's built, I'll be able to do that. And we'll set that up once this colony gets done, or settled, and then we'll see about shunting some population over. Now, I don't know how heavily I want to do this, because we're not growing very fast right now. Yeah, we're only growing at 1%, so I don't know how much population I actually want to shunt, but we'll at least check out the process and see how it's done anyway. And some pirates trying to get some more money off us. You can go away right now. Whoa! Whoa, 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 buddy! Oh, man. Oh, no, hang on, hang on. That looked weird. That was way out here by the looks of it. Okay, just a bit of a pathing thing, I guess. I know there's inaccuracies added to the jumps, so you can warp out at kind of weird spots, but yeah, it kind of looked like he was coming over there. Thank God he didn't. That would have been, let's see how far he would have had to, yeah. He would have started there. Maybe this is part of his tweaking to the gravity wells. Because Roger is working on that, so maybe that's part of the tweaks. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what he's done for this particular version. I'm not sure what he's actually specified. Scroll down here a bit. Okay, so in this version, he's got it so ships that are in a gravity well and receive a new mission to a destination outside the system should make the shortest path out of the system. And then a bunch of other explanation here. So, yeah, so he's still working on that. Excuse me again. Okay, so shipboarding is done. Excellent. Starfighters, I think. Still got to get over to tactical interceptors. I think I got a spy out right now trying to get that. I'm not sure what we should. I think we'll just get the initial starfighters to get going on that. And how far away are we from this? How much? 5,400. No, I want that. I need our money to build ships, so we're not going to rush that research at all. So that's going to take a minute to get there, because again, you're only running at 13. And let's just see. Oh, that ship is done now. So Control-0. Okay, I guess I can't really take it off automation. Okay, so anyways, we'll wait till this planet gets settled, and then we'll set up some population shunting and see how that works. If he ever gets there. Ah, the base Vicious 202 Research Labs has been completed. All right, so let's just have a quick look at research before we swing him over. Just want to have a look here. So the spaceport is gone. Yeah, we're pretty darn heavy on... Yeah, I almost don't need this. Yeah, we're pretty heavy on weapons. I'd like to back that off a bit. So I might come in and redesign this, or... I kind of like to keep this because of the 37%... Oh, the scientist is over there. So the scientist is currently on our weapons research right now. But because he's got capabilities for all three areas, I really don't want him there. I'd just as soon find another scientist that has just weapons research, and we'll put him on there. But we're going to leave that station, I think. Where are we? That's a tough one. But anyways, let's pull that scientist over to where I want him. Gooberslot is the scientist's name. We're going to bring you over to the Vicious 202 Research Labs. Hey! We could put scientists on these ships too. It'd be risky. But yeah, we can put them on the exploration ships as well. Anyways, we're going to put them there anyway. Okay, so we'll transfer him out there, and we'll tweak something out here in a minute. I could... Still trying to think of how I could best do that. Because we're getting a bonus from that research station. But we get a bonus from the scientist here. So do I reduce the labs on my research station here, or do I reduce them on here? That's a pretty big bonus. Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll do something else with it. And what's going on here? We have an escort under attack. Yeah, this is that system we were scrapping it out in. This is the one with the independent. And, yeah, they're still building troops. We were trying to figure out what this ruin was, but we couldn't get close enough to figure that out. He's going to catch us and destroy us. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And what's my clock saying here? No, it's saying 21 minutes, but I think we're more at 25. But try to keep the episodes at half an hour as much as I can. And just keep an eye on our explorers, make sure they're not finding anything out here. Yeah, I kind of wish the explorers would automatically go to any derelict ships, but they don't. Oh yeah, we got a pirate base over here we're going to have to go take care of. And KV-242 has been colonized. What a dumb name for a colony. We'll take care of that right away here. Where's my list of names? Let's see if there's anything that would apply to a planet. Let's see. What have we got here? Yeah, nothing that really looks like a planet name. Oh, there's one. Yeah, we'll do this. This is going to be Planet Kingblin. There we go. I was kind of looking for a name with only one word in it. So Kingblin, tax rate 0. That's fine. We have 13 million here right now. So now that we got that going, let's try and get this passenger ship to do some stuff for us. Is it still just kind of sitting around doing nothing? Oh, I guess I got it bookmarked under 0 here. Let's have a look. No passengers, no mission. Okay, so let's bring up. So the way you do this is you have to come outside of the game and load up in the root directory. I think it's the root directory, or is it the mod directory? Is there a passengers text in the mod directory? Just let me have a look here. No, so it's in the root directory. Let's come back to the Distant Worlds directory. And in there is a file called, somewhere, if I can find it, passengers.txt. So I think I got that open already here. Hang on. Yeah, here it is. So planet source and planet destination. This is all we have to set here. But it has to be case sensitive. It's all, yeah, there's no error checking. So if you spell it wrong, it's not going to work. So we know the source is Zuma Prime. You can copy paste from the game too, is probably a better way to do it. But since I know these planets are called, and what was the name of the planet again? I got to look at my list here. Kingbin. Okay, so there we go. So all we do is save that. And that should read into the game, and that passenger ship should pick up this mission. Might take a couple seconds to kick in. And our agent was has evaded detection after successfully stealing enhanced beam weapons. Let's see how we did here. Ooh, you the man. Almost done. Yes. Oop, wrong screen. Just don't mind my misclicks here. Yeah. Azan, you the man. Good for you. You have a lot of red, but you're doing the job, so I'm quite happy. So, let's maybe see if we can't grab... Who was I spying on? The Daiuts, I think, wasn't it? I think it was the Daiuts. Yep. So they seem to be kind of easy to spy on, so let's maybe grab some more research off them if I can. Let's see, I might as well just finish that research myself rather than spend him doing it to finish off that little bit that's left. Enhanced construction, which we're researching now. We're almost done, so that's not something we're going to go for, but good to know they have that. We got to get on our horse and get that researched and get bigger ships going. Improved assault tactics, proximity sensors, which I think I have a science ship working on as well. Let's go for target tracking. 85%, so he's just a little better. He's now at 11% instead of 10, so he's a little better. I think he was 82 before. So we'll sign that, and off you go, Azan, and hopefully you come through once again. All right. And I don't know, maybe I got to put passenger text in the mod folder. But basically, the way the game works is if the file doesn't exist in the mod folder, then it defaults back to the root folder. And, well, I guess we'll just wait a few minutes and see if that kicks in. Yeah, as far as I know, that's all we need to do. Just let me, once again, look at our handy-dandy README here. And what's going on? Okay, pirates, all right. Oh, hang on. If you have a passenger ship, press Shift W in the game to perform a... Oh, okay, so we have to. Okay, so it's selected. So, what was it? Shift W. I'll hit that again. Okay. From source to destination, which we defined in passenger.txt. Be sure to do this for passenger ship that doesn't already have passengers. Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, existing passengers may disappear. I got to make sure we spell stuff right. So maybe I better have a quick look and make sure I did that. We have Zuma Prime and Kingbin. I'm pretty sure I spelled that correctly. Let's have another quick look. Yep. Okay, well, we'll give that a couple more minutes and see what happens. Okay, pirates trying to get money. No, thank you. We're not interested. How are you guys doing? 5 ships, 9 ships, 10 ships. So they're not overly growing right now. Great English there. All right. Just hit Shift W again. Oh, there we go. Transport migrants. Okay, he's picking them up. Yeah, just go in and see how close he is to the planet here. Yeah, there he is there. 8,400 Keskudons. Sorry, 8.4 million Keskudons. That's a lot of Keskudons. Yeah, what did that do to our population here? Yeah, it dropped it a little bit, but I think we should be okay. And can I see where you're heading? You're heading straight over to that colony. Isn't that awesome? That is amazing. I love it. Yeah. Not really happy with that system name, though. Oh, well. I have me a nice big list of names. Let's use them. So let's pause for a second and go into the editor. And we will rename this system to, where's my list of names here? Who's next on my big list of names? Oh, there we go. This is the system of Mad Ritter. Dritter, Mad Dritter. Okay, so MADDRIDDER. Okay, Mad Dritter. This is a Mad Dritter system. All right. So basically, that's all I use the game editor for, just to rename a few things. I try not to spoil myself when I'm in there. I make sure I'm kind of zoomed in so I don't see any of the map or anything. All right, so I'm just going to put a tick beside that name that we used, and we used Kingblin as well. All right. And, oh, I thought I started that, but excellent. That is very, very cool. I am so happy about that. And we can also set up some freighter missions too. Now, if we come in and look under state ships, I don't know whether that's going to be reflected here at all. We do have 6 passenger ships already. Really? I guess the AI built some. So I guess the AI is going to actually shunt some troops over as well for us. Or some migrants. Yeah. So that's just the AI doing what it does. Just wondering about... I guess it's all bunched up here. It's not separated between private sector and military or state. But we are paying for that one ship. I'm not sure where I would look up that information, but it doesn't really matter that heavily, so don't worry about it. All right, very, very cool. All right, so what's going on with these? What's going on here? You're heading out. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. Yep, so these guys are heading out to the edge of the gravity well before they engage in their next mission, and it looks like that's working. What's your next mission? Let's have a quick look. Your next mission is to build a mining station at planet Wraithel Junction. Okay, that's that polymer planet over here. So what it has done is it's going over here to get out of the gravity well instead of going more distance to go directly to the colony to get supplies. That appears to be working as intended. So Roger, if you're watching, then it does look like that's working really good. So he's going to go there because that's the shortest distance out of the gravity well, and he's going to go up to Homeworld, grab some supplies, and then head over to Wraithel Junction and build that mining station for us. Very cool. All right. Anyways, looks like we're at the end of the episode. I think I'll just record the one again today. I'm going to have lots of time tomorrow, so I might do a few tomorrow. But yeah, very cool. And I'm sure we're still sucking on a few things here. Yeah, last place there. And look at the scores. So yeah, these guys are climbing pretty quick. We're kind of falling behind here. I got to start addressing that. But we still haven't got our bigger ships yet. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for to get military and stuff up and running. Population, we're kind of dropping behind on a bit. We could probably drop some taxes a bit and maybe get that to the 2% growth or something. We'll maybe look at that next time. And we are the only people that are the only race that has 2 colonies. Excellent. And our economy's sucking, of course. And strategic value, military, we're actually rocking the military. Good. And we're top spot on Zuma Prime. Excellent. Oh, both our colonies are here. Of course, we don't really know anybody yet, so. All right. Very cool. Enjoying it. And I know there's been a lot of talk in the comments about how the gravity wells are going to kind of nuke the AI and slow down the game and everything. But as you can see, Roger is working on these solutions, so we just need to be a bit patient on that, and I'm sure it'll work out. This step here is a big step. Just getting them to go to the shortest distance to get out of the gravity well and then carry on to where they're going. That's perfect. All right. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will catch you next time, and thanks for watching.